stocks are stronger, okay? So I'm going to talk about a couple plays I did today, and then let's see where my plays are for today. No, I'm just going to go into my watch list real quick, and then I'm going to answer some questions. So first off, with my watch list, okay, I mentioned today I was going into Microsoft options before the Fed spoke, thinking that Microsoft was lagging Netflix, Apple, Google, things of that nature. And what happened? Microsoft spiked. Now, I collected $10,000 in profit. I could have made $20,000, okay? That's not the point. The point is have a strategy, execute it, okay? Other stocks, CCXI, that went up 5% today. Again, we were in it at like $35. It's $30 now. It's okay to take profit. Canadian Solar, which I was hearing a lot of kickback this morning. I told you $39 was a good floor for Canadian Solar. What happened? It went down to like, what, 30, 37? What did it go to today? $37.01. All right, for anybody that was there, you averaged down. Canadian Solar finished up above $39.50. So $37. Market looks like it's falling. You guys are buying because we follow strategy, right? Canadian Solar goes up $2.50, like 8% from being down. Oh, my God. There's just so many good ones. All right, Netflix. It's pushing 688. I said it's going to 800, right? I made a video about that. Jumia, I made a video about 1914 up 3% today. Stems at $25, probably going to 27. CCJ, I mentioned my price target on that is $27. My point for reminding you guys, and QS popped again to like 31.80 today, 31.60. The point is QS, we were in there at $22. We have one lifetime member, Ellie. That's her family. She keeps buying in, securing profit. It dips. She repeats. She buys the same contracts. She secures profit. So that's what I'm telling everybody to do. Now, with that said, let's get to some questions today because that's why you guys are here. If I can, I'm going to pull up the charts and see if I can show you guys what we're doing. So please, let's see if we get some questions, comments. You can ask about options. You can ask about the Fed. You can ask about dollar correlations or cryptocurrency or whatever you want. But before you ask and before I answer, please click that like button, click that subscribe button. All right, Brian, you got an 11:19 call. So let's just remember the date right now is what? 11/3. So you have over 2 weeks for that call. BEKE strike 22.50. You purchased last week. You averaged down once. You're currently down 6% or 60%. You had numerous outflow days. All right, so let's look at it. Let's look at it together. Let me see if I can add this on. Share it. Share the screen. All right, let's add Webull. Let me know if this works out. All right, let's go BEKE. Get this one up for you. Yes, this is cool. Little live stream. I'm assuming you guys there. Okay, so we're looking at the one-day chart. One-day chart looks significant. There was buying with heavy outflow selling, but it pushed higher. End of the day, there was a quick sell-off. Gonna look at the 5-day chart. All right, what I see in the 5-day chart, and maybe you see it too. Let me just make sure you're watching with me. You are. All right, so maybe we can remove the question. Is you're seeing this W. So we start up here, up, middle section, up. I'm assuming this one's going to go north of $20 again. So if you're sitting at, let's just see where you're at, $18.95, you only made 28 cents today on the stock. I think it's going to push about 6% higher to $20 within a few days, probably by 2 days from now. In fact, the market, if it's strong tomorrow, and here's the thing. Here's the greatest thing. All right, so yes, I think this is going to pop. I think BEKE is going to pop. Let's just get that out of the way. So anybody watching, BEKE is going to pop. Now, let me explain why. Because I got involved end of day with TIGR. I took about a $30,000 position in options. I am way in the money. I bought the $5 calls, and I think I paid $2.10 or $2.15. The reason, China's going to follow the U.S. suit. So U.S. Fed comes out. He says, no rate hikes. U.S. market, boom, all-time highs. Guess what's going to happen to the Chinese market tomorrow? Now, I don't know where Chinese futures are, but I'll tell you, I bet you the Chinese market's going to go up somewhere between 0.7 and 1.2%, which would be a significant move for the Hang Seng. Keep in mind, it's down over 40% in the last year. So Chinese stocks going up. I'm positioned in Tiger. You're positioned in BEKE. Now, the point is you don't want to ride the elevator. So let me just get this one back up for you guys real quick, and we're just going to go to the 5-day chart. Now, hypothetically, say you bought in here first, or you mentioned you averaged down since you were in it from last week. Well, oh, my God, it's at the bottom. You're averaging down someplace in here. It's at the bottom. It spikes up here. So you're not killing it, but you should get out. We exit on spikes. So it spikes, you get out, right? Now it's on your watch list. Now it goes here. You say to yourself, let me get in. Or you wait. It goes up here, then it goes down again. You say to yourself, let me get in. That's how you make your profit back. You don't have to ride the elevator up, down, up, down. You're actually going to complete the full-size W with this one. So let's get another question on there. Hopefully you understand the difference about securing profit. Now, in all transparency, I screwed up the other day. I mentioned Bitcoin. I made a video about Bitcoin. I did a Twitter broadcast about Bitcoin, and I went on and I bought Riot, and I would have made $200,000 yesterday in my small account, $200,000. Instead, I lost $150 in my small account yesterday instead of making $200,000. So I'm still a little tilted about that and, quite upset, to be honest with you. All right. If the infrastructure bill is passed, do you think the market will see another spike? Oh, yeah. No, the market does not have infrastructure figured in yet because of Senator Manchin from West Virginia. I mean, look at West Virginia. I'm sorry if any of my watchers are from West Virginia, but that's not a great run state. I mean, that state had an opioid problem. They had a coal issue with energy. They had other issues, and he's holding out because he thinks the country's spending too much money. How about get your state together? And then you have the senator from Arizona. Oh, she's just a ball of laughs. I'm not sure what her issue is. You're on the Democratic ticket. They support you. You support them. That's how the political system's been run. The fact that infrastructure is struggling. So nothing's a done deal with infrastructure. That's my point. If you want to get involved with this infrastructure, I hate the stock. I hate Blink. They're located about 10 blocks that way. I hate Blink, but they're trailing Plug. They're trailing ChargePoint, which have had major moves. Blink still, I mean, I could see Blink gaining like 18% as soon as that infrastructure gets even closer. So it's probably like, oh, let's look at Blink real quick, and then we'll answer another question about stock. All right, Blink. I love how I ask my own questions and I answer them as well. Blink is right now $32.68. All right, let's look at the 3-month chart. Spikes as high as $36. I think it's going back there. Now you'll see 3 inflow days. 1, 2, 3. Heavy volume right here. And then what happens? Well, you have concerns. The Fed was talking today, and then you had sell-off. So I happen to think, oh, you guys aren't seeing that with me, are you? Carlos, you didn't tell me that. All right, here we go. Blink. All right, so we're looking at the 3-month chart. I'll look at the 1-month chart. It'll be easier for you guys. All right, perfect. You could see demand, very little outflow. 3 heavy demand days from $29 all the way north of $33. Then what happens? Every time I say we see heavy demand, what are you going to see? Because nothing goes straight up. You see consolidation. So Blink had 2 outflows, meaning today is the second one. Now, I understand the second day outflow today because the Fed was speaking and people were concerned that the market might take a shit on itself. That was my concern. That concern literally probably cost me like $25,000 today. So we've got Riot from yesterday, $200,000, $25,000 today, and my account is still sitting pretty high. But $250,000, 4 weeks in, I was at $7,000 3 weeks ago. It would be sick. All right, let's get another question up there, please. All right, Matt, how about a thread where life members enter the characteristics of a stock? So here's the thing. On the platform, anybody can post anything they would like. So if anybody words the post correctly, like, hey, I'm looking at Wynn Casino, WYNN, please let me know the characteristics. Or you can create a post and say, hey, what stock is your family? And please post the characteristics. Because I tell all 1,000 plus platform members, know a stock like family. I've got a YouTube video about it. You know a stock like family. You know its range, how it moves in like a daily range. I'm going to use Wynn Casino, okay? I knew it entered at $90.99 yesterday, and I said it goes up to about $94. Guess where it went today? $94. Guess what I did today? Sold. In at 91, out at 94, 1-day trade, 58%. All right, so yes, anybody can make a post, but if someone would like to make a post and just be like, stock is family, please list characteristics of your favorite stock. And people will say, this is the low, this is the high, this is how much it moves in a 1-day range. All right, let's get to more questions because I know there are a ton of people with questions. We do this live stream once a month. And I know when I post something on the platform, people say to me, hey, and they ask questions about various stocks. I have no clue about those stocks, so I say save it for the YouTube live stream. So let's get another stock question up there, please. I do see one right here. Let me see if I can get this one up here. Show this one. There we go. I did it myself. Hey, Matt, with Bitcoin possibly hitting 100,000 end of year, what is appropriate price target for Riot? Great question. All right, so here's the thing. A lot of people are watching Riot. A lot of people are watching Mara, and they're seeing them go up. Mara was 33. It's like 50, what, 55, 56 now? Riot was, what, 28, and is moving at a slower pace. I happen to like Riot because it's very shorted. So I'm going to get up there. Let me pull up Riot for everybody to look at with me. And hey, there we go. Look at that. It's actually there. All right, so we're going to look at Riot real quick. We're going to look at the 1 day. It obviously looks strong. Here's the 5 day. Keep in mind, I sold. I took profit from here to here. And if I just held, I would have made $200,000. Anyway, now I'm going to go. All right, so let's look at the 1 year because we know it was as high as $77. Now, understand this, just the psychology of trading that you have to understand. If Bitcoin goes to an all-time high, 100,000, right? The all-time high is 66. It's going to go up 50% higher than 66,000 by the end of the year. Close. It's going to spike. Ethereum is spiking all-time high right now. So, yeah, what's going to happen to Riot? Well, I mean, it's definitely going to like 50s. I mean, we're talking about Riot. What's in the low 30s now? $32. You could have got in Riot at $28 the other day. So Riot now, if I say it's going to 50 and it's what, $32, so it's going up 18, it's going up 60%, let's say, in the next 1, 2, 3 months. All right. So what do? You get some January calls, you get them in or at the money, and that's how you make money. All right. So Carlos is gone. I'm going to do the next question myself. I'm on a roll here. And I appreciate everybody watching. So I know you guys appreciate me. Please show me so by hitting the like button. Show me so by sharing this for any of your friends that like to invest. Let's keep in mind, I have a challenge. When I hit $1 million for my trading or my blackjack account, blackjack's over 100,000, trading's at like 60,000. Trading came close to being at 300,000. So it's going to happen, and it's going to probably happen soon. I'm going to give away $25,000. So when I hit trading at $1 million, 25,000 giveaway to one of my YouTube subscribers. That's it. Platform or not, I don't care. YouTube subscribers. So you can tell your friends, your family, your cousin, subscribe. Don't watch them. I don't care. Subscribe. I mean, of course, I hope they watch me. Same thing with blackjack. I'm heading to Vegas on Sunday to play in the World Series of Poker. As soon as I hit that $1 million, boom, 25 grand going out. All right, so Diego, art by Mr. Chris, follow the rules, take profit. Okay, yeah, so let me explain something because I just made a video about this. It's about small piles turning into big piles, and I don't think you guys get it. So I blew up my account 2 weeks ago. It was at 30,000. It went down to 7,000. The next day it was at 8. The next day I made 2,500. It was at 10.5, or the next day was at 11.4. Now it's up past $60,000. That's about 12 trading days ago. So when I tell you secure profit, if you get the best entry, because we're always looking for the best entry, you secure profit. Hey, I made 20% on this. $20,000 into a trade. If I made 20%, that's 4K. Okay, 4,000 here, 4,000 here. I make 10,000 a day, something to that extent, right? I don't even need you for my $1 million challenge. I need to make 4,000 a day. So small accounts, I don't care. You have $120 in your account. I've explained this before. You're going to trade 3 times in the week. I'd rather use a cash account, but if you don't use a cash account, you can only make 3-day trades. So you buy something. You're waiting for the bottom, like Canadian Solar yesterday, right? It looked like poop. It went down to $39. Let's say you bought 1 contract. Today, it went down to $37. Let's say you bought 2 more contracts. You're in for 3 contracts. Your average price is, I don't know, $40 because you only have $120 in the account, okay? Your first one you bought at 80, then you bought it like 20 and 20. So you're in for 120, your $40 average. When it spikes back to 80 cents or higher today, you sell all 3 and you just made 100% return for the day. So you only had $120. Now you have $240. Guess what you're going to do? You could wait a day, wait 2 days. You're waiting for the best entry. I talk about stocks we just spoke about earlier on, BEKE, and the guy, I forget who mentioned it, but I spoke about it. The chart looks like it's going to break out. The next inflow day, keep in mind, it's a 4-letter stock. The Fed says they're not doing anything. So four-letter stocks should be strong as long as the 10-year stays down and China does okay. BEKE is going to explode. Yeah, past $20. I know it's going to go even higher. All right. So yeah, please follow the rules. The rules are small bags, small profits, or small trades. You take profit. All right. I'm trying to find these here. All right. Here we go. Here's a question. All right. ChargePoint calls. So ChargePoint has been moving like Plug, like Blink. Now remember, Plug I was in at $29. I said I'm getting out at $35. Plug is what, $40 now or something like that? So I don't try and call the tops. Yeah, it's at $40. I make money. I want you to make money. So the question is, let's look at ChargePoint. All right, let's look at it on here on the screen with everybody. So let me pull it up and let me go out to ChargePoint, CHPT, right? ChargePoint, not ChargePoint, Matt. All right, so I got ChargePoint up. Now it's $24.62 after hours. So let's go to the 3-month real quick, and you'll see. Remember, ChargePoint spiked up to $30. They had some type of deal or announcement being made. Then they sold it off all the way back to $18. From $18, it was a buy. Every time we spoke about it, ChargePoint was a buy. Blink, which I hate, was a buy. And Plug, I was actually riding from like $28 to like $35. Made a killing. So yeah, this chart looks good, but the volume's not there. This volume is pretty significant. So, and this volume is pretty significant at $23. So the fact that ChargePoint is at $24 or even $25, I'd be more apprehensive. Now, if we look at this chart and we narrow it down and zoom in, yeah, there's money to be made on ChargePoint. No one's selling here, 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 or here. So yes, you could probably ride ChargePoint up to like, let's just zoom out. Nope, we might need to zoom out a little more. Let's go to the 1 year. Let's just see if it's going to hit an all-time high. No, it won't hit an all-time high because the all-time high is $46. Probably ride it to about $30. I'd be selling at $30. So there you go. ChargePoint is now, what, $25, $24? I hate chasing a stock, meaning I was talking about ChargePoint at $18, $19. If we did these YouTube live streams, I would talk about it. You guys would have got in. If you mentioned it, I answered it. There was a posting about it. Okay, so let me see. Hey, Matt, what are my thoughts on SEAH? I don't even know what that stock is. So let's bring it up, shall we? All right, SEAH. So understand, sports entertainment, it says. Understand, I usually have Carlos here with me doing this. I'm doing it all by myself today. I'm crushing it. If you think I'm crushing it, hit the like button, subscribe. Again, show this to people. Nobody goes on like this. I watch some of these guys sometimes. I'm like, this guy has 11,000 views right now. What's he doing? And the only thing on the screen is charts of like Shiba or something else. He's not even talking. Nobody's talking. I'm telling you, if I were to enter, here's where I'd enter. If I exit and secure profit, here's where I exit. Man, you guys could be at like a third grade trading level. You know that if I buy at $2 and sell at $5, we're here to make money. I don't just talk about stocks going, yeah, I love NEO, because if you don't have any context, how are you going to make money? All right, so SEAH, let's pull it up. And here we go, SEAH. Let's get down to it. Okay, sports entertainment. So right off the bat, it sounds like they're trying to take advantage of something. It's probably a SPAC. When I see something like this, and all of a sudden it shoots up off nothing, and it's around the $9 to $10 range, it's a SPAC. So what do I think about SPACs? You know who makes money on SPACs? Here's the 3-month. I mean, it just made the announcement the other day. It shot up, and people are probably holding bags. There's a sell-off. Yes, it could definitely push higher. So I don't want to say this stock is a piece of poop, all right? I wouldn't put my money in it. When I All right, I think I'm there. All right, there's AA. I appreciate those staying with me. I'm sorry. Thanks, Carlos. You know you're here, Carlos, right? Oh, there's Carlos. Excellent. So, yeah, I lost service. We lost some people. They're lost because I'm talking about stocks. I'm here to make you money. So let's pull up AA. Where do I think that's going to be in a couple of weeks? Let's pull it up. AA, Alcoa. Let's get it on the screen for you guys. Right. Hold on. All right. So Alcoa. Now we know it spiked 15% the other day. So let's just pull up the 1 month chart. And here was the spike. It was $46. It went all the way up to $56. So what's going to happen when infrastructure passes? It is likely to go back to the $51 to $54 range. All right, $51 to $54. So that's your answer right there. That means it's going 10 to 20% higher. All right, so if we look at the 1 month chart or we zoom out and look at the 3 month chart, I mean, you can see there's demand. They bought this stock, and when I say they, I mean the institutions. They bought this stock all the way up to $55, which means they are holding. They are going to hold their AA stock until they make at least 10 to 12% gain. So if they bought at $55 and they're looking to make 10 to 12%, they're going to make $8. They're going to hold AA until $63. My point being, you're not buying and you're not chasing it right away. Let's just pull up the chart right now because I want to give you entry, all right? So if we're going to look for entry into AA, let's look at the 1 month. Got it. 3 straight days of buying. Real light volume today, which is never a great sign. So I would probably wait on AA. I definitely wouldn't be buying anywhere there. Let's see where the stock is right now. 47.43. So we're right about here. Now, if you understand, look at my line on the screen. Do you see it? Most above my line is white. Most below my line is where the stock's been. So I'm not purchasing AA. Do you understand that? If the stock spends most of its time under $47, why the heck would I pay more than $47? All right, that's what you need to do with your stocks. Look at the 3 month chart. If you're buying a stock when it's up here instead of where it's been here, that's just insane. You're buying it at the peak. All right, so let's get another question. All right, let's look at Wynn because it's my favorite. I know it like family. I already did that one. So let's do this one. You weren't with us, Carlos. I did ChargePoint already. So let's look at Wynn real quick. WYNN. Here we go. Pull this up. And I'm just going to get rid of your question real quick so that we can see the screen and everybody can see it. All right, perfect. Wynn Casino, $94. Remember my sell, $93.75. So I tell you guys, anytime here, I'm selling. Now, why is that happening? Look at the 1 day chart. How much of today did it spend above that price target? About 30 minutes. How the day that below the price target? So when it hits 93.75, I feel good about taking profit. Now, if we look at the 1 month chart, there was heavy volume here and here all the way up to $91.44. And if you see where the chart is right here, most of the time, this stock is underneath that. See all this green right here? Most of the time, the price is underneath it. So if you're buying, let's look at the 3 month or even a year. If you're buying it here, now you can validate when you look at the year, which is why I tell people, I expect Wynn Casino to run past $105, but it doesn't mean you're purchasing up here. You should be purchasing in this valley. You should be purchasing in this valley. The last time it hit this valley, there was a huge buy. So I wouldn't purchase it up there. I'd be looking at Wynn Casino getting in somewhere between $92 flat. Let's see what it is again. $93.48. Yeah, so you don't want to purchase anything north of $92. I wouldn't be purchasing. Here's $92, the 1 day chart, okay? It spent most of today above $92. But for a good portion, for the first 30 or 40 minutes of the day, it was under. Here's your buying opportunity. And how did you know to buy when? Not only did I tell you, because you already saw it happen. History repeats itself. You saw the incline right here. Boom, it spiked. Decline, consolidation, up again. Boom, it'll consolidate again. You know what you're going to see? You're going to see Wynn Casino go to like $99. and then it's going to consolidate back to 94. All right, and then it's going to pick up to like 105, and then it's going to consolidate to 100. So Wynn is a great stock to know like family. All right, you get in Wynn, you get out Wynn, you secure profit. All right, we did ChargePoint, we did AA. All right, BTBT. Oh, Felix. By the way, the Felix challenge is not dead yet. My one option play that I have for my Felix challenge is CCXI, and my option is still worth $25. So I have $27 out of the 105 Felix challenge. It is not dead, and Felix is on life support, but it will come back, and I'm telling you it's going to come back because I'm on fire still. It's just, I let that damn Riot thing. I mean, I was so sure Bitcoin was going to spike. It spiked, and then I just, got tilted. All right, so let's remove your question, BTBT. Let's pull it on the screen. Look how good I am at this, Carlos. Pretty impressive, right? All right, so let's look at the one-day chart. So if I'm looking for entry into BTBT, I don't want to pay more than, right about here, $11.73. So write that down. If you're into BTBT, you don't want to pay more than $11.73. Now let's open up the 5-day chart, okay? It spiked up to $14. Outflow. Last good volume up here, 11.22. And again, I just told you that you really don't want to pay more than 11.73. So yeah, there's support again at 11.22, probably right around here. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. 11.22, 11.73. To be in Bit Digital, and I can't give you a great answer about where this one could go to, but I'll try. To be in Bit Digital, I guess you could think that it's going to right in this range, right about this plateau, 14.53. So it's at, if you get in $11 and you get out at 14.53, you're making about 36% on stock alone. Now I tell you, please do not chase, especially when it comes to like a Riot, a Mara, and anything like that, because they move up quick. They move so quick. The same way they move quick, they go down quick. I'll give you an example. Tiger, which I'm in right now. The other day I was in Tiger. Pre-market, it shot up 18%. They made an announcement about acquiring a company or merging or something like that. And I sold at market open because by the end of the day, Tiger was down 1%. Up 18% at market open, right? It spiked to 19%. And then it closed down 1% on the day, which is why we secure profit. All right, let's see what this one is. Jeffrey's got, hey, Matt, I was following you on the Felix challenge. That's crazy. You asked, I get it that Felix asked the question and right behind him. So, yes, I still have a CCXI option, and it's worth about, I think, $25, and I think I have $7 in cash, so I think I'm at 32. All right, thoughts on the cruise ship? Looks like it's bottomed. So here's the thing. I was actually talking today to a buddy of mine on Wall Street, and we were talking about the crazy movement in the market, and we were talking about what industries haven't been touched yet. And he's like, hey, what do you think about this? I'm like, nah, it's like too iffy. What about this? And he was just somebody I used to shoot the shit with. Here's the point. We were talking about the cruise line industry, and we were talking about the airline industry being undervalued. I know, crazy, right? I'm actually flying on Saturday going out to Vegas, but I know the TSA numbers are going up. Now the airlines, they're doing new deals. They're making their planes look nicer. They've got the mask mandates in. More people are getting vaccinated. I mean, things are moving in the right direction. Powell mentioned this. All right, so let's look at Carnival Cruise Lines. You thinking maybe it's bottomed. So let's put it on the screen. That's still the other one. So understand, when we talk about whatever stock it is, BTBT, right? You're looking for the spike. If you get in at $11.72 and it spikes to $13.50 the next day, you get out in secure profit. Then you say to yourself, when it goes down to $12 again, I'll get back in. You repeat the process. There's no riding it up. Just because it doesn't go to $14 like Matt says, it goes to $13.50. Get out, take profit. It's going back down. Nothing goes straight up. Nothing goes straight down. All right. So Carnival, $23, a very good move for this stock. Let me see what the chart looks like. Because I remember Carnival was approaching like $21 again, right? Recently, there it is. Yeah, it was approaching $21. So here's the thing about Carnival and airlines. There will be a streak, meaning there was a sell-off all the way to this point. So people were selling off all the way to $22.34. which means it's no surprise that it went down. Even when people are buying here, here, and here, it's not a surprise that it stayed under $22.34. Then outflow, very light volume on 1027 right here, okay? Then you've got inflow, light volume. Nobody's trusting it. I'm not trusting it. I wasn't in Carnival yet. I got in Wynn Casino, but not Carnival, because Wynn's making money now. Wynn's making money. I went to the casino the other day. People are making money. People are betting big money. All right, so here we go. Boom, boom. Outflow, extremely light volume again. That 21 million is light. They usually do what, 35, 26? Here we go, 22. Yeah, I mean, let's go to the 5-day. Looks like a beautiful chart, doesn't it? I mean, that's what you're looking at, right? 5-day chart. Outflow here. Do you understand why there was outflow a day and a half ago? People were taking profit. The stock hit $23 again. People were taking profit, and people said, you know what? The Fed's speaking on Wednesday. What if he raises inflation rates, interest rates, right? And everything in the market spikes down. So, yeah, Carnival's a great one. You can look at that. I'm going to pull up another one right now. Let's pull up American Airlines. I bet that chart looks good. Because, again, I like airlines now. Oh, yeah, look at that. Entry today under $20. Yeah, under $20 for about 40 minutes. Again, this one's American Airlines. Let's go to the 3-month. I feel like a broadcaster here. Point is, rode up here at $21. I remember that. And then it dropped hard to $18, 4 straight selling days. Big bounce here, right? $21 again. It only says 20, but I remember that day. And then the next day, it dropped just as hard. So here's the point that it's going to go to over $20. It's here right now. There was pretty good volume today. There was pretty good volume 2 days ago. So let's look at the, yeah, here we go. I mean, look at the volume, 32, 34. I mean, the right buying zone was right under here, 1988. So yeah, anything under $20 was a buy target for American Airlines. Doesn't mean it's not going, you can't buy in right now, but I'm not chasing. I'll be in right around here, $20. There it is. I would not chase. So airlines, even though I like airlines and I brought them up myself, I wouldn't chase airlines. It's all about entry. Now I'll explain real quick. Yesterday when I bought $30,000 worth of CSIQ, if I had waited a day, I would have crushed it today. But here's what happened. I mentioned this morning, I thought the market might go down. I sold it open for like $1.70. And then I bought back the same options for like 85 cents this morning. And then I sold them for $1.40. So I got out with a net gain. But the point is, it's all about timing and entry. Imagine if I saw what happened to Canadian Solar yesterday, and instead of buying yesterday, I said to myself, it's on my watch list for today. The Fed speaking, it's on my watch list. And then I see in the morning from $39, it goes to $37. And at that point, I say to myself, all right, let's put the 30 grand in. If I did that, I would be up $25,000 today instead of saying, okay, well, I had to sell on open and buy back cheaper. When it spiked over here, I sold. I wish I hadn't sold because it's even higher now. So that's the thing. I wish I hadn't sold. I bought Microsoft today. I bought options. I made 10 grand in like 30 minutes before the Fed came out and spoke because I said he's not going to say anything new and the markets are going to go even higher because they're strong. So what happened? It spiked. Microsoft. I took $10,000. 5 minutes later, it was down to, would have been down to 9,000. 5 minutes after that, I would have been up to 20,000. God, so I was right. And again, I don't give myself a chance to be correct. So one of the lessons I talk to you guys about is always giving yourself a chance or the opportunity to be correct. Meaning, zoom out. You enter into a position, you're looking at your phone 5 minutes after the position, you're like, damn, I'm down 20%. It was stupid. I'm an idiot, blah, blah, blah. I can't wait to get out of this piece of shit. It spikes back up, you make 10%, you get out. Now the point is, it goes even higher. And if you had waited and been patient and got in at a better price, you would have crushed it and you wouldn't have scared or sold it or took profit so quickly. You would have gave yourself a chance to be correct, which is my problem. I don't do that enough. You know, I see people talking on the side, how many stocks or plays they're in at one time. I have a couple family members in the 349 platform that are in 10 or 12 positions at one time. No, I'm teaching you guys how to be winners. I like to trade 2 positions at one time, maybe 3. So I'm in 2 positions this morning with CCXI and Canadian Solar. If I'm in 9 or 10 positions, my mind would have exploded. So what I told myself pre-market is sell Canadian Solar. Solar and energy looks like it's going to be down. CCXI, I know there's demand. I'm going to hold on to that one. Okay. So what happened is sold Canadian Solar, bought it back cheaper, then resold it. CCXI got the pump to like 420, sold it. You know where it ended at? My option over 500. I missed out on 20%. I can't help it. Profit is profit. Take profit, move on. All right. So I see someone says Amazon's killing it today. They had an Amazon option. So yeah, I mean, we could talk about earnings after. What else are people talking about? Ethereum. Okay. So I mentioned Bitcoin's going to 100,000, probably higher. Ethereum is at an all-time high. Bitcoin is still 10% from its all-time high. Ethereum is at its all-time high. I believe there are more uses for Ethereum and blockchain than there are for Bitcoin. So I get that people on YouTube, and you guys know who you are, you're probably watching my video, you're pumping Shiba. Shiba to the moon, Shiba this, Shiba that. Okay, you got a great return. You made 100, 200% since people started pumping it. But understand, Ethereum, ETH, that has purpose. It serves blockchain. It's just, I think it will end up not catching Bitcoin, but catching up. So when you have Ethereum at, let's say, 4,600 and Bitcoin is like 15x it at 62,000, I believe at some point in the future, when you have Bitcoin at 1 million, Ethereum will be at like 250,000, meaning it'll only be a 4-to-1 X, all right? 4X, from 250 to 1 million to get to Bitcoin. So what would I be buying? Ethereum. I know people are like, no, you buy Shiba. I know you buy Mooncoin or whatever the heck it is, or Dogecoin, or everybody's accepting this or that. No, no, no. I like best in class. The same thing that I tell you, institutions like the top stocks, FANG, right? Facebook, Netflix, Amazon, Google, right? It's the same way. They like, if they're going to do crypto, they're going to be mostly involved in Bitcoin and Ethereum. All right, so let's see what we got here. We have another question. All right, someone's mentioning Amazon. So yeah, let's give Amazon a look. So Amazon, just real quick, and I just kind of summarized it, okay? The Fed came on today, and he said there's no rate hike until at least Q2 next year. So what's going to happen for stocks that are 4-letter stocks? Likely, from where they are right now, they will likely go up at least 10% before the end of the year. I know it's crazy. I mean, they're so fluffy as is. They're going to go up another 10%. Yeah, so let's use Amazon as an example. Let's pull up Amazon. 33.84. So anybody 10%, 340 points. We'll say it's at 3,400. So 37.50. Okay, my price target on Amazon, 37.50. Now let's look at the chart, because I'm going to show you institutions with big money are buying this. So if you look at the one-day chart, here's right before the Fed spoke. Now I mentioned to everybody, I thought somebody let the cat out of the bag right around here, because there was some crazy stuff in the market. And I was like, it's almost like they know the Fed's not going to say anything, that they know the Fed's not going to raise rates. So they knew it right here. And then it sunk back down. People were like, oh, no, you're buying too quick. And then what happened? It spiked. And again, this is the market right here. This is Amazon. And then people said, take profit, sell off. It's fake. But Amazon's going to push higher. And if you see the 5-day, I guarantee we're closing pretty high. Yeah. So this drop off here, if you weren't buying here, or here, I mean, you didn't really miss the boat. If we look at the 3-month, the 1 month, you'll see. So we're still, let's look at the 3-month. All right. So you'll see anywhere in here, 3,300, right? Where are we at now? 33.84. So let's go to 33.50. Most of the time right here, you're under it. Okay. They bought it all the way up to 34, almost 3,500. So I'm telling you right now, we're going even higher than this for Amazon before the end of the year. We're going, here we go, 37.50. So yeah, Amazon's going to peak at 37.50. So we're right here. Let me just pull it to the side. See my cursor. We're right here on the end. Now I'm telling you that we're up here in the course of a month. No, 2 months. All right. So the point is, tech is going to be freaking strong. In fact, the whole market's going to be strong. It doesn't make sense. I get it. We're all frothy. We're all-time highs. It doesn't mean the market's going up every day. But you see Tesla? Tesla was down to like, what, 1150 something today? And then it spiked up, and now it's over 1,200. Same Tesla that I mentioned at $790 should surpass $1,000. Well, surpass. It like crushed it. It went 200 points, 200 more points. So let me just see what other stocks we have. By the way, if you're sticking with me, I'll summarize it real quick. When I first came on YouTube, I've got videos to help you trade better, okay? They were called Ask Matt, where I would do a live stream like this and I would give a lesson or two, and then I would field some questions. But they're still good. I was talking about if you're in a shitty stock position for like rookies and newbies, you're in a stock, it's down 40%. You're like, what do? I'm just holding these heavy bags. You type into your YouTube search, Ask Matt, episode 14, and I tell you how to get out of your shitty stock and actually turn it around. Okay. And then I talk about other stuff. I make YouTube videos. I talk about like BLI, QS, Netflix. I mean, I only speak about stocks that have demand. LAC. So when you're here, just subscribe and then you see my other stocks. I put it there so you can see. Oh, he's talking about Zim, ZIM. Zim was $48. I said price target 55. Guess where it hit today? 55. CCJ was $20. I said price target $27. Boom, it hit there. BLI, price target, $27. It's not there yet. So there you go. You want to look at a stock with me? Let's look at BLI together, all right? BLI, Berkeley Heights. Did I do this one earlier? Seems familiar. Let's pull up the stock. Here's Berkeley Heights. Again, I have no position here. It's around $24. It's going to $27. I'm not telling you you're going to kill it. Now, this stock was shorted, right? We rode this stock down from $29 or $39. What was it? $39 probably here. All the way to $20. And then there was massive buying pushing to $27. So that's it. I just simplified it. There was massive buying by Kathy at ARK pushing it to $27 that day. So it's probably going higher. Here, there's buying again, pushing it north of $25. And you look at it right now, and it's not even at $25. It's $24.45. So again, and volume is so light. The last heavy volume, you can see $25.50, right? Volume. 2-3 million shares. Ever since then, consolidation. Light volume. Ever since then, look, nothing. 500,000. 600,000 shares. It was doing what? 3 million. It was doing 10 times that. Nothing. So you know what's going to happen with BLI? I'm telling you right now, it's going to explode. So I've given you 2 stocks to add to your watch list. BLI, next day of inflow, stock's going to spike. And I hope I have a position there before it spikes. If we turn on, or if we look at the market tomorrow morning and it's spiking 5%, I can't help it. That just means the right people are watching my videos and buying after hours. And yes, there are some hedgies that watch my videos. There's a Morgan Stanley guy, a Goldman guy, something Capital. I don't remember what it was. Down on something Square. All right. Anyway, let's get to some more stocks. See what I got here. All right, Ethereum. So, okay, Hive. Okay, yeah, since we're talking about Ethereum, can we look at Hive? Sure. Let's give a look at Hive. I don't mind. I like Hive, actually. Now, Hive's a smaller Bitcoin crypto type play, which, again, doesn't mean you can't make money. It just makes me nervous because what's the true valuation here? So if you look at the stock, it's 432 after hours, and then we'll go down to the 1-year chart here. It spiked. I mean, we're at the high. If you see it's at 432, and I understand crypto's at a high, but 432, look how much of the chart is below and green, and how much of it is green above the line. There's like no time. So right here, I would say this one looks dangerous. I would rather be in a different type of stock, but let's look. I mean, there's demand ever since $2.80. So yeah, if you got in here, consolidated to 360, sell off here, 348, again, 360, even up here, which would have taken you to $3.81, would have been decent entry. So at 435, no. If I'm in Hive, oh, you guys didn't even see it with me. Shit. That sucks. Sorry about that. Let's pull it up. All right, so Hive. Sorry you guys didn't see it. I just went through the whole thing. I'll do it real quick, real again. All right, 3 months. You can see I would be in here. Anything under this amount, I mean, you're just risking it. Again, if you look at the 1-year chart, most of the green is under $3. So for 90% of the year, it sat under $3. Now you're looking to chase it when it's at 430. How much of the chart is above $4.30? Maybe for what? A couple of days here, a day here. The point is risk versus reward. It's not sitting above where it is right now. So yes, it's making new highs, but I would be cautious. If I were going to be in a Bitcoin stock, I'd be in, I mentioned it before, MSTR, Riot, Nara. I mentioned Coinbase. I mentioned Coinbase at $221. Where's Coinbase today? $350. When I mentioned it at $221, we were doing a live stream. So it was probably, I would say 45 days ago, 38 days ago, something like that. I mean, you know how accurate I am with numbers. Basically, a month and a half ago, Coinbase, let's pull it up because that's a good one too. So let me pull it up first and make sure it stays with me. Because Coinbase is going higher. I even said this on my last one here. So Coinbase is at 344. Let's go to the 3-month chart. So it should be halfway in between. Here it is, 221. This day right here, 929. So again, 5 weeks ago. So yeah, it should be right even here. It should be the start of here. Here it goes, 221. Yeah, I mean, 5 weeks ago. And now we're looking at Coinbase, and you're talking about it at 344. So 221 to 340. It's up 50%. 50% in 5 weeks. 50%. So when I said crypto's on fire, there you go. All right, so that was Coinbase. Square is, hey, Matt, is Square done with its run? So no, I just did a video on Square. Did you guys see it? I made it on YouTube, and it was perfect because keep in mind, when I shoot these videos, I shoot them 3 days or 2 days ahead. Then we send them out for editing. Then we post them. We shoot one video a day. Point is, I'm talking about these stocks, Square, Netflix. I'm showing you the chart from the day, and I give you the date. And then I say, if I'm correct, here's where it should go. And the great thing about it, which is unbelievable, I released the video like 3 days later, and I'm talking about CSIQ yesterday or Wish yesterday, and it's exactly what I said would happen. 512 base, all the way up to 530, consolidates a little. If you're watching these videos 3 days later, 2 days later, 5 days, it doesn't even matter. You're making money. So that's crazy. All right, let me pull up Square. We know I like Square. That was Coin. Square and PayPal, they run together. So let's see where Square is. I haven't checked in on Square from the earnings. But again, you're going to see something similar to Coinbase. Here it is. Major dip, 225, I think it was, right? Now, the thing is, so we're looking at, did I pull it up? Yes, I did. So we're looking at, I mentioned Coinbase is up 50%. Now, understand Square does business and payments and online payments, but it's also a crypto play. So the fact that Square is at, what's it at right now? Let's just go here and look again. To what? 250, let's say, 252. But 250, all right, right here, 250. And it was as low as 225. It's only up 10%. Coinbase is up 50%. So yeah, Square is going to move. Let's look at the 1 year chart. If you look at these little patterns, well, here's what I'm going to tell you for Square. Since I'm telling you the Nasdaq is going to be strong, your price target on Square should be, we'll go to the recent spike here. It's going to hit one of these. So it'll probably hit right here, 271. All right, 270 to 271. So again, Square is going to break out of these 3 points right here. The market's going to be strong till the end of the year. All right, I already told you the market's going to be strong for the last, and I won't say till the end of the year. The market's going to stay strong for at least another 5 weeks. The market will stay strong until about December 16th or so. Okay, what can hinder the market is people saying supply chain issues, we don't have inventory. I went to my local Best Buy, there were no TVs. That will hinder supply chain. Other than that, the market's going to be strong. And if your companies don't have supply chain issues, say Best Buy or Kmart or Walmart or any of these, any of these years don't have any supply chain issues, and they actually have stuff on the shelves for Christmas, they're going to have blowout quarters. I mean, they're going to just crush it. All right, so I see Love's here. We haven't spoke about debt ceiling. So, yeah, I'm going to be out of the market by the time debt ceiling comes. Love is asking me about a whole bunch of stocks. My opinion on Lucid, Fisker, Neo. I'm a charting guy. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to pull up a couple of charts and see what we can do. Now, I know Lucid is popular because I know my lifetimers love Lucid. So let's pull up the chart real quick. Make sure it's on here because I'll probably talk about it without even letting you guys see the chart, which is great. I did that in a video, and nobody even noticed. I'm talking about Neo going to $38. It was at $34. I say it's going to 38, and there was a freaking chart. All right, so let's look at the 1 month chart. Here we go. Of course, this is what you're going to see. Lucid, we all remember that spike all up to $39. So you're looking at the 1 month chart with me. What do I say happens? I mean, tell me, what do I say happens after you get a spike like this on what day is that? I can't even see. 4 days ago. Here we go. Spike on the 28th. You get consolidation. You got consolidation that day. It went as high as like $40, consolidated back to $34, up to $37. Sell off, right? Today was a buy day, only slightly. What's going to happen? This one's going to spike again. There's no doubt. It's going to spike. Where are we right now on this on Lucid? We are, all right, $36.43. Yeah, it's going to spike again. Now, if I want to gain entry, I'm going to look for a dip tomorrow morning. So I'm going to look for a Lucid dip tomorrow morning. Again, the price is currently $36.50. $36.50 is right here. Now you can see it spent much of the past 2 days under $36.50. In fact, this seems to be a resistance all the way here. It's very sketchy when it goes above there. So I'm not buying Lucid until $34. $33.78 to $34 and change, okay? So that's my feeling on Lucid. $33.78 to $34 and change. I'm not overpaying. What happens if you overpay and the market takes a shit on itself? Now you're caught holding the bag. So I always talk about risk versus reward. Now talk about NEO without pulling up the chart real quick. I've been talking about NEO since $34. NEO, I would be careful. NEO cut production because they're rolling blackouts in China. So I have a feeling that NEO might come out and say like their quarter four numbers weren't as good as people think. So I'd be careful with NEO. With that said, killed it today without Carlos. He was in and out. I appreciate everybody staying with me. Please hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe and share this. When I help you guys with stocks and to make money, it's trying to help everybody. I'm not trying to help 50 people or the 500 watching this video after a day. I'm trying to help the 30 to 50 million out there. The only way to do that is to share the link. I'm counting on you guys to please share the link. So what I used to do like this, thank you so much for spending your time with me. Have a great evening, and we're done.